morning. Welcome to the Community Calendar. I'm Jazzy, and today my guest is Sofia Olivarez. She is the Executive Director with the Dallas County Susan G. Komen, and they have a big walk coming up. We participate every single year. It's the More Than Pink Walk, October 23rd. So tell us a little bit more about the walk that's coming up.
Oh, we are just so excited. So everybody knows, about our big walk every year at North Park, but we're so excited because last year, sadly, we were unable to be in person. But this year we're coming back, and we're coming back super proud. So we will be at North Park on October the 23rd. Make sure to come early. Festivities begin bright and early at 7 o'clock. We will also have a virtual option. So for those people who want to kind of walk where they are, and feel a little bit more comfortable kind of joining on Facebook and walking in their neighborhood, we'll also have that option for them as well. So just super excited to be back and live in person.
Yes, because last year, of course, due to COVID, a lot of things had to change around. So it is really good that people can get back together and walk if they want to, or they can do it virtually if they decide that they wanted to do it that way. Now, is it still enough time for people to sign up and get a team and make donations and all that good stuff?
Most definitely. There's plenty of time. So the walk is next Saturday. So we're, recording this on the 13th, we will have fundraising open all month, so you can continue to fundraise until the end of November. So I think what's really awesome this year is we're allowing people plenty of time to get out there and fundraise, and it's super important to fundraise. Our walk is our biggest fundraiser of the year. You know that when you are raising these critical dollars, it all goes to research, advocacy, direct patient care, and truly we are helping our community here with Komen.
Absolutely. So of course, let's talk just a little bit more about the walk for people who've never been. It is fun and festive, and you are encouraged to wear your pink. Yes. I've seen some men come out there with pink beards, and people with tutus, they got their kids and all of that. So you do encourage that, right?
For sure. Jazzy, you really kind of can't replicate an event day. It is truly a memorable experience to really honor our survivors, honor everything that they've gone through. And yeah, people come decked out in their pink gear. They have their pink socks, they have pink beads, tutus. So make sure that you are fully decked out too, because it is going to be a celebration to remember.
Yeah. So, Radio One, we always, support this organization because breast cancer has affected so many African-American women. And when it does affect the African-American woman, the cancer is so aggressive. I do know someone who found out that they had gotten cancer, and the year before they had a mammogram and they were clear. And so when they found out the next year, they were already at stage 3. And so it's just so aggressive. And I see that you launched an initiative called HER, H-E-R, Health Equity Revolution, to improve breast cancer outcomes in the Black community based on systematic racism and barriers to care that were found. So tell us more about that initiative.
Of course, yeah. It's something we're really proud of at Komen. So like you said, our HER, it's called Stand for Her, our Health Equity Revolution. Truly, it has, it's really going to make some impact. So Komen identified 10 metro areas across the United States that face great disparities with breast health outcomes for Black women. And so one of those cities, or one of those areas, sadly, is the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And we published this report with the 10 cities that we looked at. And sadly, in every county in the DFW area, the breast cancer mortality rate among Black women is higher than the average rate among white women. So we held focus groups in our area, and they cited transportation, as a significant barrier because it doesn't allow them to get the high quality care and screening that is required for like an hour drive. And so unfortunately, a lot of these women are taking public with transportation. And truly, there's not, I mean, if you're a resident of the Metroplex, you know that there is really not a robust transportation system in our area. So it's hard for Black women to get to those imaging centers.
Okay.
And then unfortunately, it's a late stage diagnosis. So at Komen, we're really focusing our area of focus on that and making sure that we help out those transportation barriers. So what we have now is a program to help financially, so financial assistance to individuals who need that. And so you can go to our website, komen.org, and you can register, and basically we will help provide assistance like childcare, transportation, help pay for bills, because we know that the most important thing that women need to focus on is truly their health.
I see. And so that's really the importance of the walk and the raising all the money, because it helps fund these type of programs. Some people don't quite understand exactly where the money goes, but it goes towards research and also towards these programs where you are helping women who need the services, the screenings, and all of those different things. And so I'm really glad that you guys are kicking off that initiative, because it's very important, especially in our community. Now, we do know that breast cancer is, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. What are some of the events and education that Komen has planned for the entire month? And what does the organization hope to achieve during the month of October?
Yeah, so we have walks across the Metroplex. So we actually just concluded our North and West Texas walk, which was kind of up in the North Dallas area. And then we just concluded our Fort Worth walk, which was pretty fantastic. Those walks were virtually. And of course, we have our big walk here in Dallas, but several different things kind of going on across the Metroplex. You can definitely follow us on Facebook, on our Facebook groups. We have a really awesome fun event actually this weekend that we're doing, which is at Texas Motor Speedway. And so a portion of your ticket will actually come back towards Komen, but our survivors are able to drive on the track. So if you are a breast cancer survivor, I know, so exciting. If you are a breast cancer survivor out there, you can go to our website and RSVP. So it's komen.org/Dallas Walk. And search for us. We are taking RSVPs, but you can drive on the track. It's a super fun activity. That'll be at 8 o'clock in the morning this Sunday. But lots of fun things going on during the month of October. But I think really, Jazze, to kind of sum it all up, make sure that you're getting those mammograms scheduled. Absolutely. I truly think that, this month is really devoted to people making sure that they take their breast health seriously.
Absolutely. And of course, it's October's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but people get breast cancer all year long. So you guys do work all year long and you help people all year long. And so let's talk a little bit about the symptoms and when you should be checking yourself and when you should get a mammogram and those different things like that. So when should someone say, well, maybe I need to go and get a mammogram?
Yeah, of course. So, I think what I always tell people is, your own normal. If you are feeling something going on in your breasts, if it's not normal to you, then you definitely should go get it checked out. But I mean, the most common thing, people always say it's a lump, right? But it's not just a lump. There's tons of different symptoms of breast cancer. So, if you have like a hard knot, a lump under the underarm and the breast, swelling, warmth, redness, darkening of the skin, changing in size, shape, dimpling, all of those things. And really, again, Jazze, it's like, make sure you're normal, what's normal for you. And so if any of those things happen, make sure you consult your doctor, you go to your doctor, and you get that taken care of. But, I think it's also important to know your family history too.
Right.
At Komen.org, we have a neat little tool that we've developed that helps you kind of assess your family history background. So if you've had anybody in your family history that has had any type of cancer, sometimes that plays a factor. Okay. And so at Komen.org, we have this amazing resource, but definitely talk to your doctor. If you've had any history in your family, it's important to have those conversations.
I see. And, for lots of women, some of them are, say, 40, 41. Like, at what age would you say you need to go and get a mammogram? Because I think some insurance companies were trying to push it back to like 45 or something.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but I know that we encourage 40. And so if you have a family history, though, it needs to be sooner. So we've been seeing, and, like we were talking about earlier, we've been seeing earlier and earlier diagnosis. So I would recommend most definitely consulting with your doctor, checking to see if there's that family history. And if it is, most definitely earlier than 40.
I see. Okay. So it's all about family history, and then you checking yourself to see if you feel any lumps. And is it still best time to check yourself in the morning while you're in the shower? Is that still the best time?
Maybe it's the most convenient time, right?
Oh, okay.
Right. So yeah, whenever you do have time, but I definitely think, that's probably the easiest for most people. So yes.
Okay. Well, Sofia, before I let you go, I just want to know, are there any advancements in some of the research that you've done as far as breast cancer and finding a cure? Because that's what everybody wants.
Yeah, we love to talk about that. So, I think, everybody knows that, we fund research, and that is a super important thing to finding a cure, of course. But, when Komen was first formed, we didn't know a lot about breast cancer. And today, we've made some incredible discoveries. So, first off, we know now that breast cancer isn't just simply breast cancer. We know that it is a family of about 14 different cancers. And through our research grants, we've discovered new ways to detect and treat breast cancer. And we've also helped to make sure that, women and men don't have to have the radical mastectomy that they've had in the past. So we're really continuing to, just this year alone, we've funded $14 million in research grants, and we're really proud of that work. And we know that we are going to be finding better treatments and learn how we can end this deadly disease.
Okay, well, that's good to know. And I thank you so much for joining me today. One more time before we get out of here, tell us about the walk, how they can sign up, raise this money, get your shirts together, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so this year we're going to be at North Park, October the 23rd. So festivities begin around 7 a.m. So bright and early. Walk begins at 8. We have a 1 mile option for those who aren't able to make the 5K, but also we're also, hey, I'm all for a shorter option too. I get it. But we are also providing a walk from home option. But if you want more information, go to komen.org/Dallas Walk for more details. We have a whole different line of festivities involved, even in the days leading up to the walk. So we're just excited. We hope you can join us, and we'll see you out there.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you.